Hi, I'm Heather, and I'm really excited to be part of the Bluejean Time movement. I think this is going to make a big difference in the lives of a lot of people because they can collaborate from anywhere and work from anywhere, and if they have a business idea, they don't have to have any money to start it up, and they can be a working parent and have a flexible schedule. I think this is really going to be huge for a lot of people who are struggling, like myself, to fit everything into the day and try and provide for my family. Before I get to the questions, I want them to have an opportunity to introduce themselves. So thank you so much for being here with us today, and please give us your first name and what you do.
Hi, I'm Shauna. I'm one of the contributors to Bluejean Time, and I'm also a user. I've used Bluejean Time with volunteering work that I do at the PTA for my daughter's school. This is my daughter Maya, by the way. So as a working mom and developer of the product, I love how it enables me to balance all the things that I have to do.
Hi, I'm Jean. I oversee business operations for the company. Our team use Bluejean Time religiously. We work in a distributed fashion, so we never have to see each other unless we want to. I am a mother of two, and I am part of the Bluejean Time movement. I've contributed to a lot of what has taken part in the development of Bluejean Time. I also use it for personal reasons, and I love the product.
All right, I'm Dave. I am the Scrum Master on the Bluejean Time development team. I'm also a very excited user. I use it all the time. It allows me to be a stay-at-home dad, work distributedly. I also use it for a lot of my personal creative work and also to manage a lot of clubs and groups of friends. It's really exciting. And also, I run a family site, and so I can keep up to date with whatever's going on with my family. It allows me to be a distributed working father. It's fantastic. It's absolutely liberating.
Hi, I'm Sal. I'm one of the founders of Blue Collar Objects, the company that created Bluejean Time. From day one of starting the company, we thought about building a company where nobody had to work together and we could leverage the best minds from wherever they existed. Bluejean Time is the embodiment of our vision of being able to not just build a company this way, but to provide the same benefits that we've derived from running our company the way that we run it to other businesses and remove or drastically reduce the barriers to entry to getting into business, to being able to work from home or whatever makes sense. So I'm excited about talking about the product, and I'm really happy that Heather decided to do this.
Hi, I'm Brandon. I'm a contributor to Bluejean Time. One of the things that excites me about Bluejean Time is it provides this environment, this wonderful environment where I can contribute ideas and share it with others, and we can all build upon those ideas together.
So the first question is, what is Bluejean Time and who would benefit from using it?
All right, I'll take that one. So Bluejean Time is a collaboration toolbox that enables people who never see each other to get work done. As distinguished from doing social things, work has certain things, certain considerations of privacy, security, the ability to coordinate activities between folks who never see each other. So Bluejean Time has this thing called places, which you can invite people to, and a place is like a circle of privacy. Everybody who's in the place can see everything that goes on in the place. If you're not a part of the place, you can't see what's going on. So one thing is the notion of a place. Another thing is within a place, you have artifacts, topics, elections, checklists, files, and a place calendar. We, from a design perspective, as mentioned before, we were seeking to build a toolbox as well as an approach that would enable people to work together but never see each other. Thereby, the benefit of that is you don't need office space to get work done. So we, one, wanted to build a platform that enabled that, but two, we wanted it to be simple. So we wanted to focus on the minimum but sufficient capabilities that would enable any group of people to get work done. So this consists of, one, through topics, being able to create ideas in a shared platform that everybody can see and provide feedback to. Two, these ideas, try to make decisions on these ideas through elections. So people collaborate on the ideas, press a button and generate an election, and all the people who are members of the place can participate in the elections. After the decision is made, then start brainstorming over how are we going to act on this decision. And the result of that ends up being the ability to generate a checklist. So this checklist is a list of work to be done in order to achieve this idea that people decided on through the election. And you can watch the progress of this work getting done because of notification features and feeds on different levels. And then there's other collaboration like being able to upload files, share pictures, and there's a place calendar that enables you to schedule events that are relevant for people who are part of that place. A second part of the platform is taking into account that in today's world, people have many different aspects to their lives. They have their work life, they have their personal life, they have their volunteer life, they have their friends. There's all kind of different contexts. And we have the benefit of these devices, these iPhones and Droids and Blackberries that are pervasive. So how can we make the management of all these different contexts simplified? So we have this notion of a back pocket, which you can go to, which shows you all of the different places or contexts that you're involved in. So I went on a long time.
I think one of the inspirations is that for most of us who work in the company and who are friends, we have, as Solomon alluded to, we have different contexts. I'm a father. I work at a customer site. I work within blue collar objects. The company. I have tons of hobbies. I have tons of inspirations in my life, and it's hard to keep all of those things together. And one of the things that allows me to have more freedom within my life and to keep all of those things together, is being able to be in one place. It's one thing that BlueJean provides, is that ability to weave the different aspects of my life together, so that I don't have to go 1,000 places in order to do that. So that's one of the big inspirations for us, is how do we weave life and work and inspirations, joys, happiness, all of those things together. And the end result is that we get more time back into our lives.
I think also this is less an inspiration but more of a realization. As I was working on the development of BlueJean Time, I realized that I have separate groups of friends that are all different, and separate groups of people that I work with, and it's so empowering to create these private places where I can work with them. Like when my son was born, there was a group of people that I wanted to, not just share pictures like on a picture sharing site, but also to tell stories and keep updates on that select group of people, or to plan trips. And it's, once you realize it, when you're working in this concept of private places or public places, it's very empowering. It was a realization, not just an inspiration.
I have some more. Years ago, I'm old. Years ago, I used to work for IBM. A bunch of us worked for IBM, and we would travel Monday through Thursday, different places, Minneapolis, Indianapolis. And we would form teams of folks who were working hard at a client site, solving problems, and being away from our families. And we got to work with great people, but all of us were suffering with the quality of life, work balance. And the vision of the company and BlueJean Time came from wanting to build an environment where you can get the best minds together without having them have to be in one place so that they could stay with their families. And we knew that this could work because price of telecommunications were there, what were down, And what we knew was that if we could put the right management approach so that you deal with the management issues of being able to see evidence of work, being able to tell if your people are engaged, being able to tell if people are working in accordance with the priorities of the organization. If you can have that be visible and have people able to put their artifacts, update artifacts in a shared place, so the tool plus the management approach, we believe that would be enable people to reduce the quality of life-work imbalance. Additionally, we know that back then, this is in the 90s, there was this notion of the Microsoft mom. Moms who were really smart, but might have had to go away for pregnancy leave, on pregnancy leave, and when they had the time with their child and they wanted to get back to work, they didn't want to necessarily participate in a full-time capacity. They wanted to work part-time, and a lot of good jobs back then weren't available. So we wanted to have a way of working that would enable Microsoft moms to be able to work part-time and still be a great contributor. We know that there are people who are not as mobile for handicap issues. But they still have a lot to offer. So we wanted to build an environment that would allow those folks to be able to contribute. So a lot of our motivation comes from trying to do what makes sense, given the technology, given the change in culture with Generation C, given the ability to recruit the best people, given the ability to do that at reduced office space costs. So all these things went into the motivation for building this environment.
So Solomon just mentioned the Microsoft mom, and that's actually how my story kind of got started as a developer on the BlueJean Time team. It was right after I had my daughter. So shortly after maternity leave, I'm joining this team that's building this tool to help people like me balance all the things in life. And then I had just had a new thing added in. In addition to being a mom, I was also still a software developer. Still trying to stay in that career, and sometimes it's hard for mothers. Usually once you go on leave, you can't stay in the field. So I was really happy to join a team that could still let me be technical, still do that kind of job that I love, and at the same time being able to give user feedback, I guess, because I was a user as well, and I was a user that they're targeting. So that was really exciting, having to wear both hats, developer and user. So I really love that aspect of it.
So I heard you mention Microsoft Mom. Are there any other groups that you are targeting with this product, BlueJean Time?
Yes, and I don't always want to be the first person to answer it.
I can answer.
But okay, go for it.
I can go.
Perfect.
So I don't know if I can say targeting, but I would say another area in my life where it's beneficial is a lot of the PTA work that I do. PTA workers kind of have the same, I guess, makeup of the kind of people we're targeting. What I've experienced with the PTA is we're all busy moms. We're all giving our free time, which is not much, trying to plan activities, events, trying to help out for teachers, bringing teachers gifts, throwing breakfast for teachers. We do all sorts of things, and we have to do all of this most of the time without seeing each other. And one huge benefit to me is working with them, with a couple of the women that I volunteer with, is interacting with them through BlueJean Time. And we're actually pull off a pretty big event last year through organizing our to-do lists and our checklists on BlueJean Time, and it really helped out a lot. So this is, to me, like one of the groups that I feel would greatly benefit from something like BlueJean Time.
I was going to say also a group that would benefit a lot, or any company that's about to start up, because when you think about these startups, there's always this crazy thought of someone writing something on a napkin. Well, what happens to that napkin? Or these email chains that get distorted over a long time. This is a framework where someone says, that's a great idea. Let's run with it. Let's go right to BlueJean Time. put it down, create a place. If you're all a member, you're right in there. You don't need those napkins. You don't like 5,000 email chains that get lost. I mean, so if you're thinking of a great idea of starting up, whether it's like a club or a company, you know, anybody can just jump right onto BlueJean Time and start collaborating right there, like in a jam space, and get right to work. It's great for startups.
In running blue collar objects, and I think this is a problem many CEOs face, you have many different contexts, bringing up this context thing. I'm working on, let's say, 3 projects for three different customers. Then there's the internal project, and then there's marketing, BlueJean Time, doing business development, selling services. So all of these different things are going on. How do you keep track of all of that stuff? Email would be a disaster. I hate email. So what I do is I have a different place for the different contexts that I have, for the project with this customer, project with this customer, project for internal work, the development with BlueJean Time. And I can see across all those projects very easily, and then drill down to understand what is being done and provide feedback. So from an entrepreneur perspective, it's perfect because it enables you to have visibility across everything that's going on in your business, as well as being able to contribute, to provide feedback so that you can strengthen your culture and watch your culture evolve.
About how the culture of your company evolved as you started working this way, or from working this way, collaborating, where you don't have to be all together in the same room, or even if you're writing in places, you don't even have to be doing that at the same time. So I'd like to hear more about the culture.
Well, I can address that. I am part of a team of 5 to 6 people. It consists of HR, contracts, accounting, finance, and we, all except one, used to work in the same office, dealing with a lot of paperwork, communicate via email, or we see each other right across the room, actually, and we worked fine that way. It was effective, but we also found that there's a better way to work. And when we left the lease for the office space, we downsized tremendously just to have a small space to meet on occasion if we needed to. So we now all work from home. We have an employee in South Carolina, we have one in Maryland, we have a couple of people in the Virginia area, and we communicate each day basically through BlueJean Time. I'm able to see an overview of what's going on each day with among the team, just by looking at the checklist, just by looking at topics that we're updating, just by looking at files that are being transferred within the system. And it's really, really very effective. We've got a really good system going, working remotely, and we've also gotten rid of a lot of paper because we're not in the office anymore. All the files are being uploaded onto BlueJean Time and being stored there and accessed there as needed. So it's really working awesome for our team.
It becomes something powerful when you decide to take on this idea of being transparent and collaborative and to share amongst a group of people. It really is something magical, because what tends to happen is that when you put an idea out in front of different people who are also transparent and decide to be vulnerable, you tend to build better ideas. You put ideas out, other people look at it, other people look and say, hey, that sounds interesting to me, I want to contribute to that idea, and I want to contribute in such a way that it becomes better. Then you end up with something, with an even better idea. And what we have with BlueJean Time is an environment such that it inspires that. It helps to create that. And our company has thrived as a result of that. Is that as individuals we become better, but collectively we become even better, because we have this environment where we're able to be vulnerable and share with each other and build upon those